Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G here. So I wanted to talk about some of the statements that India Arie made regarding Meg The Stallion and Janelle Monáe. And I want to talk about why her music is actually pretty problematic. And I'm talking about India Arie. Guys, subscribe to my channel and let's have a little chat.
Men, if you see a woman and she the baddest thing outside walking, but she by herself, leave her the hell alone. Admire the art from a distance and keep it pushing. Trust me.
Okay, guys. I know India Arie, she makes some pretty wholesome music, right? And nobody's going to deny that it's pretty simple. But if you actually look behind it, it's sending subliminal messages to women that center men. And it's not just her, obviously. But since she decided to come out and wanted to be relevant by breaking down other women, let's talk about her music. One of the things we start thinking about, like growing up listening to this music, right? Why do we find the men that we do? Why do we forget ourselves? How do we get there? And so much of the influences that we have are like subliminal, right? When you listen to Brown Skin by India Arie, it's all about a woman losing herself in a man. I can't even tell where your skin ends and mine begins. You lost yourself in somebody. There's this idea that you meld, you become something that you're not necessarily. And it's melding into him. He's not melding into her. She's got brown skin too. But she's melding into him. Like, we grow up with these ideas for so much that actually is not about women loving themselves first and then finding someone who is going to uplift and love them. We're always uplifting and loving the male figure in her music. And she's mad at women. She's bothered by women who own their sexuality, who actually are comfortable saying, no, you're going to profit off my sex, I'm going to profit off my sex, right? Like, what's wrong with that? Like, she has built her career on this other idea. And when she does talk about women, she uplifts herself above them. She's that ethereal creature that all men would want to adore. She's the Madonna goddess. She's not the whore, right? She's the Black Madonna, and she's comparing herself to women. Like, if you talk about like the song Video, for example, I'm not your average girl in the video. And if you look at the images, she's, very conservative compared to the more like out there physically kind of girls, right? And she's like, I'm not like that. I am this ethereal creature. I am the Black Madonna that one should worship and have as their wife or whatever, right? Like, that is the image that she goes for. And even in that video thing, she's saying love yourself, as though these women don't. That's the implication. And where does this come from? Where does this ideology come from? It comes from like patriarchy. She loves patriarchy. And she was like, she's 20 some odd years in the game. But these women are currently relevant. She is not. She is not making music that is hitting the charts. And it's not because she doesn't have her body out there. That's not why. It's because that we women are in a different trajectory. And she has not caught up. She's still centering men in her ideologies that make her feel confident and validated and the woman that they would choose. It gives pick-me energy. I hate to say it. It gives pick-me energy. And I think more and more women are starting to be like, go ahead, pick her, because I'm going to do me over here. And I want to call this out because I don't think people should get it twisted. Like, she's hating on some women for living their lives, for being who they were. And these are some bad girls. Like, I'm like Janelle Monáe. I mean, she hits the spectrum of of different types of styles, of different types of images, of different things. She's not one thing. And that's the thing. None of us are. None of us are a monolith. And how she chooses to do her idea of femininity does not mean that I need to follow her. I don't need to follow anyone else, but I can create that for myself. And the fact that she is still not there in her soul, because she's still centered the male idea that what a woman should be. And that's, that's her. But that's why music like hers is also problematic. When is the music for women, for girls, that just says, love is me. I am enough. I am the love that I need. Because we're finding more and more that we need to be the love that we need. And I don't care what these dudes say. And I'm going to talk about this. Like, I've been, like, doing all this studying about, like, how these men work and how they think and how they are trying to manipulate us and what they do. It's just amazing. And for someone of India Arie's age to not have gotten there yet, to not be cheering like Meg The Stallion, Janelle Monáe, like Nicki Minaj, she's not cheering them on for owning who they are and loving themselves for who they are, as well as using the system for themselves to make money. Because I do not understand why women get mad at other women for manipulating the system that they didn't even create. We're not in charge of the system. We should be manipulating it in every fucking way that we can. Full stop, period. So, like, whatever that is, you play to your strength, girl. You manipulate it. You get whatever it is you need in this life to fulfill yourself. And I'm not mad at how we do it. I'm really not, because everybody makes their individual choice, as long as it's their choice and they're not being manipulated to do things in different ways. But guys, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to talk a little bit about why her music was problematic, because historically we have not been able to center ourselves as women, as Black women, in our own fucking imaginations. We don't even know how yet. She doesn't even know how. She can't even imagine that these women are happy and free. That's sad to me. That's fucked up. Guys, subscribe to my channel. I look forward to talking to you in the comments. And ciao for now.